dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
Assalamu alaikum, it's me Teacher Hussein. Welcome class 8, Ramadan Kareem. Today we're going to continue from the topic water. Okay, we will see, we're talking about and some uses of afforestation like village shelter, and today we will see some more. We'll see some more, right? So we will see what use of plants around afforestation, right? So windbreaks are usually found around gardens and where fruit trees and delicate vegetables are planted. So we're talking about afforestation, which is planting trees in a place which was devoid of plants, which did not have plants in the first place. Okay, so the stuffs that these plants were growing in that place which is devoid of plants do include when wind breaks. So what are windbreaks? So these are the we will see some pictures of them, but this is what they do. They are usually found around gardens, around small gardens where fruit trees like the guava or lemon or orange and apple and pineapple plants are grown and delicate vegetables are planted. Okay, windbreaks. So these are the windbreaks, right? This is how a windbreak looks like. For example, we have a small farm here, and there are small plants. There is a group of plants in line here. Okay, so as you see, the wind is coming from this side, and it's very strong. But the wind is being blocked by these groups of plants, and it cannot reach here. It cannot reach here, right? It cannot reach here. Okay, it cannot reach here. So windbreaks. Special types of plants are grown around gardens in order to protect such delicate plants. Special plants. We don't use every plant to serve as a windbreak. We just use some of them, special ones, right? Special one. There's another picture here. Look, very beautiful picture. Here we have a farm. Look, these plants around the farm, and there is also another ones over there and back there. These plants serve as windbreaks. They protect the strong winds from blowing over the ground, fragile and delicate plants and vegetables, right? These plants resist the strength of the winds. These plants which serve as a windbreaks, they resist the strong winds, the strength of the winds, which could damage or destroy the valuable fruit tree from being blown away by strong winds. Okay. Plants grown around the gardens should not be edible. The plants that we are using to be the windbreaks should not be edible. They should not be eaten by animals. Otherwise, they would be cleared off by the animals. So they should not be edible. Okay. Another method of afforestation is live fencing, right? Live fencing. Usually, certain types of plants are grown around the gardens to serve as fence. In the last note, we said windbreaks. Now so that's to protect the wind. But now these ones are meant to protect the gardens from animals. So the fence, and then around the gardens itself. The fence, then a living fence. It's either living fence, right? So living fence means it's made up of living plants. This method has two advantages, right? So this is the fence. This is the fence. This is also another one. Okay, this is another one. So live fencing. It saves the cutting. So this is one advantage. It saves the cutting down of trees to build a fence. Usually, when we want to make a fence around a farm, we usually cut plants and build that cut plants around the field. So to avoid that, we use what? Living plants. We just grow plants around, right? Another advantage is that it stops the animals from entering the plantation where they would eat and destroy the crops. This is what every fence do, whether it is living or non-living, right? Now let's see the cover crops. In this method of water conservation, leguminous plants with wide leaf of plants are chosen for ground covering. So we grow leguminous plants like peas, beans, yams, others on a given piece of land. If the land is bare and there's no vegetation cover, the sun rays striking it will expose it to be evaporated. So the soil has some water. That water, if not protected by the vegetation cover, it will be evaporated. So to protect that, we grow plant cover on top of it. So these are the leguminous plants we are talking about, right? These are beans. Cover crops. Example of these plants are runners and spread over the surface of the soil. The runners are plants that don't grow straight up. They just run over the earth, over the ground. The leaves of such plants are cut and then spread on the ground. They are cut and they are spread on the ground. Okay. These are runners. You see, it started from this end all the way up there, and it will continue until it covers the whole space. Okay. The leaves are then decayed by nitrogen-fixing bacteria. When you cut the leaves and spread them over the surface of the land, it will be decomposed. Decayed means it will be decomposed, and by bacteria called nitrogen-fixing bacteria found on the root nodules of these special plants, the leguminous plants. This enriches the soil with useful nutrients and acts as fertilizers. It does not just usually serve as a vegetation cover. It also gives nutrition to the soil and acts as a fertilizer. Okay, these are the root nodules. Look here. These things are the root nodules. These things are the root nodules. These things are the root nodules. Look here. These are the root nodules. Okay. These are the root nodules. Okay, let's see. The leaf cover may also help retain water in the soil. Yes, it prevents evaporation from the soil and prevents soil erosion. The following measures can conserve water in your area. Planting more trees in water catchments. In areas where there are water catchments, you plant a lot of water. It will prevent the overflow of water from these water catchments. Protect the water source from pollution. Yes, this is also another way to conserve water, because if the water gets polluted, they will not be safe to use. Yeah. Collecting rainwater in tanks and pools. This is one thing that we don't make use of in most of the time. The rainwater ends up going to the sea, and in a couple of months we talk of drought and famine. Yeah, that's the problem we have in our country. Summary: avoid mismanagement of water supplies. Use them properly and wisely. Recycling wastewater. For example, if there is a water that's polluted, you can recycle it and use it and clean it and use it over again. Okay, educating the people on the proper use of water is also very important. We educate the people how to use the water properly.